World bodies such as the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, and the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, warn that children in the world live with rising intolerance and division, escalating conflicts, deepening inequalities, and catastrophic climate change. UNICEF says that 122 million girls are out of school globally. And UNAIDS says that in 2022, more than 4,000 adolescent girls and young women between the ages of 15 and 24 were infected with HIV every week. The seminar was convened by the United Nations Girls Education Initiative and the South African Departments of Basic Education and Higher Education and Training.
We know that to protect the rights of young people to be free from assault, to be free from violence, to be free from STIs, we have to teach every child equality and tolerance. Every child must believe that we are all equal, that I am not more or less because of the color of my skin or because of the way my body is. And that's why we have to invest in this. The return on investment in teaching children equality is massive. We have only begun to scratch the surface.
In South Africa, as in other countries, implementation of policies is slow.
Let us adopt gender transformation education not as a buzzword, but as a political commitment. Let us ensure every learner, regardless of gender, identity, and background, can feel safe, seen, and valued in their learning environment. Let us hold ourselves accountable, not just in reports, but in budgets, in behavior, in policies, but also in bold actions.
Participants also pointed out that gender-transformative education should focus on the unique vulnerabilities faced by boys, gender-diverse children, and children with disabilities. Educators spoke about the challenges they experience to implement policies.
The biggest challenges that principals face is the context in which their schools are found. You may find contexts that are very progressive and open to inclusive education of any kind. Then you may also find the opposite. So as principals, our role is to grapple with these ideas ourselves, deal with our own biases and perhaps even misgivings, then lead our schools in the proper way that our constitution requires.
In Nigeria, a project to bring adolescent mothers back to school has also shown to improve education for their children.
And so if we get adolescent mothers who most times are victims of child marriage and teenage pregnancy and sexual abuses in our community back into the school system, then we can be sure that their offspring as well would be able to access education.
Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions in KwaZulu-Natal, Advocate Umashni Naidu, told delegates that South African law prescribed that anyone, including educators, had a duty to report sexual offences. The initiative says it's made progress to build momentum for gender equality in and through education on the continent, since 14 African countries signed the Freetown Manifesto for Gender Transformative Leadership in Sierra Leone in 2022. Renee Heine, SABC News, Durban.